Welcome to video tutorial produced by EdTech Team. This particular session is going to be on creating a Google custom search engine off of your Google account. Once you're logged into your Google account, your screen may either look like mine without, of course, my personal search engines that I've created, or it might look slightly different with a blue button over to the top right that says Create Search Engine. Once you click on that button, you'll end up on a page similar to the one that we're going to navigate to from the page I'm on. So for example, here I'm on my custom search engine landing page, but if you've never created one, it won't look like this. So I'm going to click on New Search Engine from here. Remember, those of you who've never created a search engine before, you won't click that button, but instead you'll click the blue button that says Create New Search Engine. Eventually, we'll all end up here on this page. So once you're here, you're ready to start creating your own search engine. You'll notice that the very first option is to type in the names of the sites that are going to be a part of your search engine. For example, when you go to google.com and create a search for something, it gives you search results from all kinds of websites that are out there. You're going to limit that search to only the websites that you find credible, that you think are great websites for content based on what you teach or the kinds of information you would need. So you get to determine what those sites are going to be. So I've preloaded a couple of sites here. So we're going to use in this example let's say we were creating a custom search engine because I was a science teacher and I want to create a custom search engine for my science students to be able to use as part of my class. So I've preloaded a couple of different sites that are science specific. For example, EOL.org is the Encyclopedia of Life. It has great content and great information on all kinds of species that are known to mankind and have been put together in this really great database called EOL.org. I've also selected Britannica.com, which is another great encyclopedia. And lastly, just to have three, I've selected WolframAlpha.com that also allows you to be able to get some really great science content. So what I'm going to do is instead of searching on these three individual sites, I'm going to copy the web address and I'm going to come over here to my custom search engine and paste that in. And it's gonna drop down another box below it where I'm then gonna go take the second link, which is Britannica.com, and drop that one in. And then again, I'm gonna do the last one, Wolfram Alpha. I'm gonna copy that link and come back over and paste it in. So all I've done so far is said that my custom search engine is going to allow you to search for any one thing like frogs or you can search for, let's say, butterflies or whatever you'd like. And it'll give you search results from these three specific sites, EOL.org, Britannica.com, and Wolfram Alpha. So that's my first step, is to include the sites that I want it to give me search results. Now, you should know that this limits you to only 10 sites, so you do have to be selective. You don't have to put in 10, you can do 1, you can do 2, but no more than 10. So once you've included all of the sites that you want to include as part of your search engine, we're going to go ahead and go to the next step, and that's to select the language. Now, I want to make sure you understand that the language choice is to simply change the way in which it displays the search button. So in the search button, it'll say search, and right now I have it set to English, so it'll say the word search in English. If you change it to Spanish, it will say búsqueda. But I want you to know that it does not change the search result into a different language. So for example, I cannot switch it here to Portuguese and expect that the search results will come to me in Portuguese. They'll still come to me in English if my browser setting on my computer or my Chrome is set to English. So this does not affect the search results. So I typically just skip that because it doesn't really change anything. The last step here is to simply name your search engine. So I'm going to change this from EOL.org because it was the first link that I dropped in up here at the top. It just automatically named it EOL. And we don't want to call it that. We're going to call it Miss Martinez Science 101 Research. You can call it whatever you'd like. Just don't call it Google.com because you might confuse your students. Last thing we're going to do is click on the Create button, and that's pretty much it. Your search engine is ready to go. So to quickly recap, we've included the sites we wanted to be able to get search results from, so EOL, Britannica, and Wolfram Alpha. We named our site, our search engine. And lastly, we're going to click on the create button. So we're ready to do that. And it's going to go do its magic. And it's going to give us 3 options that we can use here. Okay, so we can either add it to our site. So it does give you the code in case you had either a Google site or a PBWiki or any kind of website that you have. You can actually embed the code so that students can conduct searches right within your website. The second one is to simply view it on the web. And this is the URL. This is the link that you're going to give to your students. And I'll show you that here in just a second. Lastly, if you wanted to go back into the control panel to modify, because let's say you found another website that you think would be great, then you could also add that website to the search engine even after you've created it. It's still adaptable in that you can go back in and change and customize it. And now we're not going to do that this time around, but we will go view it on the web. So we're going to click on public URL. And this is going to take us to our search engine that we've just created called Ms. Martinez Science 101 Research. This link up here at the very top that you see in the Omni box, this is the link that you need to share with your users. So if you're sharing this with students and that's the link you want to share with them, and you'll share this link the way you normally share links with your students via either a QR code, or it could be that you've created a shortcut on the desktop of a computer, or it could be that you shorten that link. However you normally share links with your students, this is the link you'll be sharing with them. Once your students go to this site, because they've clicked on the link you've given them, then they simply do their searches the way they normally would on Google. So I type in frogs, I hit the search button to conduct the search, and you're going to see that every single search result came from only the 3 websites that I included. Here's Britannica.com. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. And let's go to the second search result, see if we can see something else up here. Here we go, EOL.org. So your search results only come from those sites that you included within that search engine. So this is how you can customize your search engine to include only sites in the search results that you have deemed valuable, that you've deemed credible, and at the right reading level. So now you know how to go and create your own search engine. So that's really awesome. So how do you get back to be able to customize this? It's really simple. Wherever you are on the custom search site, you just click on custom search, or if you've closed out every single window, just go to csc.google.com and you'll come right back to this main landing page. Once you're here, you simply select the search engine that you've created, and it'll take you into the management site of that particular search engine, where you can add new sites, you can delete sites if, let's say, they stop working or they're no longer very good. And you have other options like being able to change up the look and feel. So there's some options here on the left-hand side so that you can change it up. If you know your students are going to be on mobile devices, you can select compact so that it showcases better on a mobile device, etc. So this is how you get to the management site section of that particular custom search engine. So hopefully this particular tool allows you to be able to create custom search engines based off of what you teach, and also based off of websites that are good, credible sites. So good luck creating your own custom search engine.